Hey, what's up, guys? Sean here, full-time clothing eBay reseller. If you're new, hopefully you are having a pretty good day. I'm having a really good day. Randy and I just pulled orders from the garage, 36 items going out, $955. Crazy, right? We had one multi-quantity sale. We had a really nice sale on a Ralph Lauren Christmas sweater, which is crazy because it's the middle of summer pretty much. But things sell year round. Make sure to pick up like jackets and all that stuff and list them. You're probably going to get some sales. I'm just going to hang out. I'm going to run through these shipments. If you guys have any questions, I also did some marketing for my town because I have the storefront keys finally. They're hung up in the living room, but nonetheless, I have the keys for the buy sell trade store. So I'm going to document the build out for that store and how it's going to go and what my plans are to get items into my eBay store at a higher clip for a lower cost, things like that to combat the thrift store. So we're going to start with the first item here. Ralph Lauren. This is a green custom fit, slim fit polo. It went for $10.07 plus $8.99 shipping. So kind of right where it needs to be. If someone brought a polo Ralph Lauren into my store, I think I would pay like $3 per shirt, maybe $4. I don't know. It depends on sizing, color, all the good stuff. And ideally somebody brings like their closet, like they gained weight or lost weight or anything like that. And yeah, I'd be able to just pay them out. If you guys want, there's 6 of you with 3 likes, 9 of you now, 3 likes. Really appreciate it. I went on the Go-To Girl. It's a Facebook page. She does a live video. She's like a plug in my town for small businesses. I went on her show this morning. So if you want to watch the recap of that, it's like 25, 30 minutes. And you can kind of get an example of how I tried to like pitch myself to my audience. There was like a handful of people in that live, but it's early in the morning, but it gets reviewed like 500 to 1,000 times, maybe more. So I was really trying to like lay the groundwork for what I'm trying to accomplish with my buy sell trade store. So go check it out. It's the Go-To Girl. I did not link it down below because I don't really know. I just didn't prepare properly. Okay. Give me a break. Give me a break. Rummage for Riches. Really like the name. Finally caught alive. Always enjoy the long form videos. Listing right now. Awesome. Yeah, I actually just got done with my listings. That's something I like to do very early in the morning because I want all day's worth of like views to eBay. Like if you list and post at night, that nighttime crowd, you're going to get people in like other countries looking, but the American crowd, you want to be during the day pretty much. But excellent. Get the listings done. ZD's things. Laugh out loud. I liked your video and instantly got an eBay sale. It's magic. It's magic. We got a lot of sales yesterday. I don't know what happened. Like Wednesdays sometimes are not a good day for me, but I mean, almost $1,000 in sales, like pretty mad right now. So like mad, like crazy. I'm not mad about the sales. I love the sales. I mean, without the sales, nothing happens. So we have to get the sales one way or another. Thrift trip yesterday was pretty awesome. I have some video clips. I think my video for tomorrow, I'm going to work on producing some of it today. It's going to be a brand new reseller. My brother-in-law, he recently found like a collection of like old Alien versus Predator type stuff, comic books, like little figurines. And he's like, hey, how do I sell this on eBay? So I also got a few comments about people saying like, hey man, how do you do this if you're brand new? Now, it's different because I'm not brand new, right? I don't have like that mindset anymore, but getting some input from my brother-in-law and like what he's thinking about as he's trying to list items, I'm going to share like what I would do. And then I'm also going to put some clips of me sourcing yesterday. So let's see. Real 24 Salt at the office and watching your live video. Nice morning. Excellent day for you. Yeah, no, it's great. I'm glad you're stealing that company time to watch the video. I'm never a fan of that, but like a lot of people do it and I get it. I mean, some people have jobs that aren't challenging enough for them and then they can like multitask or let it roll, or maybe you can do your job while listening. That's a thing too. All right, next item up. We got to get through these though, because I'm going to go buy some lunch. I got to eat healthier, man. I got to eat some greens. I think Jackie's always telling me I've never seen you eat any green foods. She's right. I haven't had a vegetable in a long time. This is a Boy Scouts of America. I love selling Boy Scouts of America long sleeve button shirts. They sell all the time. 15 plus $8.99 shipping. So like right at that $20, $24, $25 mark is where I sell a lot of the Boy Scout stuff. I don't sell the kids sizes. The youth sizes don't seem to move as fast, but the adult sizes, oh my gosh. I mean, try to picture like what adult is buying the shirt, right? Think of it as like the son of a kid, or no, the guy. The guy has a son. His kid says, "I want to be in Boy Scouts," and the dad's like, "All right, I know nothing about Boy Scouts. Like, how does it work?" He's like, "Well, you need to buy all these uniforms. You need to buy these patches. You need to pay for the camping trip, all these expenses." Well, then the dad's like, um, well, okay, like, so we got to get that. And he was like, "Dad, you also need this uniform shirt." Like, they're going to go to eBay and try to find like an affordable uniform shirt. And they're buying all these used shirts for me because I always buy them at the thrifts. The other thing that's great about them is the thrift stores will not price a Boy Scouts of America shirt at like $50. Like, they're going to price it at $2 because they're not going to be able to sell it very easily. So I definitely pick them up. D Burger says, "You're so charming." Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the compliments. I'm not one to shy away from them. If you have a compliment, please put it into the chat. It'll make me very happy. So we got some Under Armour golf shorts. Now, when it comes to picking up golf shorts, I think the cooler ones are the ones that are plaid. I think the different color ones are better. These are beige. They went for $14.39 plus $8.99. So a really good sale. Under Armour, Nike, Adidas, Puma golf shorts are really good. Travis Matthew do okay. There's a lot that you can, a lot of money you can make on golf shorts. And honestly, there's like this window which we're in right now where golf stuff is going to fly off the shelves because everybody is out there golfing. Via Glow says, "I'm a new sub. I love catching your lives. Happy that you had an amazing sales day yesterday. It was good for me too." Heck yeah. Well, hey, welcome to the team. That's why I like to say to people, yeah, if you've got questions, if you want help like improving your business, you can ask me. And if you see something that I can be doing better, please let me know, because I'm not the end all be all with this stuff, but I do have a bit of a knack for it. So just trying to like share that with you guys. I'm glad. Yeah. I mean, 22 people, 10 thumbs up. Like, it's pretty great to just pop on the camera and know you've got people that want to, kind of like listen in while they work. This one's a cool one. This is Polaroid. It's a short sleeve button shirt. It's pink, and it sat in my store for a long time. I may have had it priced a little high, but some of these shirts that like maybe, I don't know if it's Polaroid branded or if it's like a H&M. It might be Polaroid branded. I'm not sure, but some of those things that are all over prints that are like cool, it's good enough to carry the sale. That one went for $14.39 plus $8.99 shipping. So again, like, these sales are hitting around that $22 to $25 mark. Really good. Spending less than $4 typically. Yesterday, my cost of goods was like $5.15 because I bought some higher dollar items. I bought some military flight suits. They're called coverall flyers. I found a couple of those were like $13 a piece. I spent like $15 on a Ralph Lauren. That was a floral all over print, bigger size. So that's like a $40, $50 shirt. So, you can go 15 into 50. It's not too bad of margins. You just have to be confident in what you're buying so that you make sure you get the sale. Let me get some water. Christy Smith says, hello. Is that water back there? Yes, this is my Nalgene. It says CU Wesley, which I think is like a church college or something, but I got it for $1 in Oklahoma when I was thrifting. Yeah, no, I drink a lot of carbonated drinks because I like the energy and the fire that, like, it gives me like that pumped up feeling, but I already drank mine this morning. So I got the water to keep my voice from getting like hoarse or whatever. This one's pretty cool. It's got this shrunken Indian, or not Indian, but like this guy's head. And this brand is HOB, and it's considered, it's MOB. It's Middle of Beyond. This is a new brand for me. I've never found it before. I think I cheap sold it. I took 16 plus $8.99, but I got another one that's not as cool, but that sold within like 2 days. So maybe I should have got some more. Maybe I should have got some more money for it, but pretty happy with it. I don't know who's wearing that. It's probably like a cool guy, like someone who plays a lot of games, or like just somebody in a different type of scene. Like, I wouldn't wear this shirt, but some of that stuff that sticks out is no, sorry. Do you guys ever get like glitches on the eBay shipping label page? Sometimes it like just grays out. I don't know. I have to like back out of it and get back into it. Percy Smith. Yeah, I drink water. It's not very often. Not in front of you guys. Water's good. You have to drink water. I always drink like 16 ounces the very first thing when I wake up. When I go into the kitchen, I drink the water because it kind of like revives your body. Because if you think about it, you like were dehydrated or fasting water the whole time you slept. And usually people stop drinking water before they go to bed. So it's like a lot of hours without any fluids. So whenever you do that first, 16 ounces, you kind of feel it go throughout your body because it lubes all your organs and things like that. What a flipper. eBay turned on for me too. It was like a weekend yesterday for me. That's interesting. A lot of people had some good sales. Yeah, I know I've been more consistent. I've been posting 35 to 40. I mean, Randy, she's been pumping out photos. She's working a lot today, 2 days a week pretty much because she does have another job. But that's helping, making sure your listings go up. And then also, I'm always giving deals. I'm always accepting offers, even if it's not the most money, because sometimes it leads to more sales. I've seen it plenty of times. This is a Wrangler long sleeve pearl snap. It's a large tall. It went for $11.19 plus $8.99. So pretty good for that. I usually pay I'll pay $5 for these, and 5 into 20 shipped is not a lot of money, but if you do a lot of them, it turns into a pretty good amount of money. So that's what we are doing here. The buy sell trade store, I mentioned it in the beginning of the video. I got the keys finally. So there's a couple things I want to do to it. It needs some touch-up paint for some certain spots. There's a cabinet that I really want removed. If it can't get removed, I'm going to be a little bummed. But if it can get removed, I'm going to sand and paint the other cabinets that I want to keep. And then there's also some baseboards and trimming out that I want to do white. It's all just that old 70s brown kind of look. And we'll see. I mean, the thing is, it's a historic building, so there's certain things that they can't alter, but we'll just see. This is vintage rustlers. This is a cool looking print. I called it Aztec. I don't know if it's 100% Aztec, but all the pearl snaps were crushed on it. There was a lot of damage to this shirt. Still went for $10 plus $8.99. But yeah, those Western shirts with the cool Aztec Southwestern prints are going to be pretty good sellers. Oh, Jermozo, says Oklahoma has all the good stuff. I don't know about that. They've got a fair bit of good stuff, but they don't have all the good stuff. Let's be honest. They'd have more people living there if they had all the good stuff. I do appreciate Oklahoma, though. I do appreciate what they do there, but no, it's okay. It's not I could definitely go to Dallas way more than Oklahoma, but I do like checking out the flatlands, the flatlands of Oklahoma. Yeah, they have tolls on these highways that aren't even that good. They're damaged and stuff. So rummage for riches. Yesterday pulled 45 shirts at a local thrift. Was kind of laughing at myself for cutting off the stems with scissors and buttoning all the buttons. Definitely gets tiring after a while. Yeah. So one thing you can do is if you have a long line to wait in, just start buttoning up the buttons in line. But I never do the top collar button. I don't do the collar buttons or the top button or the first button up, and then I don't do the cuff. So it's not that many buttons, but it makes sense when you're doing the photos to have that done. And I don't know which shirt that was, but here's a shirt here. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a silk linen blend, and it's white. So this shirt right here went for $34.99 plus $8.99 shipping. The Ralph Lauren Cinnamon and Lilk is a no-brainer. If you guys see it, those always sell for good money. I see a lot of these people buying the whites that are probably going to the wedding, right? Like the beach wedding. They buy the Tommy Bahama silk pants. Those are pretty good sellers, the slacks. And then sometimes the shorts, that silk linen, because they're on the beach, and they're just hanging out. Maybe if they're taking that beach vacation, they want to get something lightweight that they, a brand they trust like Ralph Lauren. $4.81 on the label. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see. Donna Goodman says, or hang on a second. I skipped one. Dude, I can't even say the name. It's Jermzo. Yo. Yeah, it says this is impossible task sometimes for me. Yeah. Are you talking about buttoning the buttons? It's not an impossible task. Dude, I feel like something's lagging. Is the video audio quality good? I feel like my mouse was lagging a bit. I need a new mouse for this computer. It's too good a computer to have like a $5 mouse. Donna says, how much is gross sales and how much is profit? So on 950 is what it was. You could just say like roughly 35% is profit. So 300, like $300 maybe for the day. It ebbs and flows. That's what it was last year. It was like 33 to 38%. I'm not sure exactly off the top of my head, but yeah, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Christy Smith says, shout out to Randy. We hear nothing but good things about you. We all need one of you. Yes, but you cannot have mine. Randy is a Taylor Exchange employee. She's great. So I got a shirt come in. This is a Banana Republic linen shirt. Now, Banana Republic super flooded linen, cashmere, silk, wool, merino wool. I'll look at to pick up, but that one's going to Los Angeles, but it's not in the box because it just sold as we were talking. So I'm going to have to skip that one for now. This is an Under Armour plaid long sleeve button shirt. It's one of the lightweight Under Armour ones. It's not the fishing one, but it went for $13.99 plus shipping. I think it's the all seasons gear. If you guys have seen that one, which is like their, I don't know, travel lightweight hiking one, all seasons gear. What does that even mean? All seasons gear. Like, can you wear it in the summer and winter? I guess. I mean, I don't think so. It's a lightweight shirt. A lot of the thrifts, they price Under Armour like it's Gucci or something. It's insane. Some stores in particular just jack up the price on like certain brands that they value way higher than what it actually is. Let's see. Flipping Junior says, did you mention how much was the lease? I don't know if I did or not. You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you how inexpensive it was, but that's because I live in a low populated area. But let's just say like today's profit covers a month of the lease, and the YouTube money is actually going to cover the lease payment stuff too. So don't really have to worry about that, but I have to drive traffic to it. So if you guys, there's the Go-To Girl. If you want to see like how I marketed in town, go to the Go-To Girl Facebook page and you'll see a video her and I did. She does a live show every morning. She's actually on the radio too. And people can go, they talk to her, and she invited me on to talk about the business because she could tell it was like, gonna be a good video for her and stuff. And she's got a lot of followers anyway. So go to Girl Facebook page. You can see the interview that I had with her. It's pretty much me just talking about my plans for the buy sell trade store and how I'm trying to like get the inventory to me. I was just like, look, if you have men's clothes and you want to see if you can get some money for it, but you don't want to sell it yourself, like bring it to the shop. I can pay you cash on spot. Or like don't donate it. Don't take it to Goodwill because I'm gonna go there and buy it anyway at just a higher cost. So it's kind of hard to get that message across because people in my town, honestly, they've never had like a Plato's Closet or Uptown Cheapskate. So a lot of them don't even understand the concept of buy sell trade. A lot of people in the comments were just like, oh yeah, we need a men's thrift store. And I said, no. I said, this is not a men's thrift store. I said, I've already been to the thrift stores. This is a resale shop that buys clothes as well. So I'm thinking the price point is going to have to be like $14, $16, like pretty much under 20, right? Like a Ralph Lauren under $20. And I'm not going to put the high end stuff like the silks or the all over prints. I'm just going to put like what a banker would wear or somebody in an office like Brooks Brothers. I can get a lot of Brooks Brothers. Maybe people will spend 12 or 14 or $16 on a Brooks Brothers. That would be pretty cool. And honestly, we don't even have a lot of like shops people can buy in person. Like I guess they're going online to buy a lot of their clothes, but a bunch of the shops just closed in my town. Like there's not enough business, not enough money. So hopefully I can be the sole source of like nice men's brands at an affordable price and will also buy the clothes. So that's what I've been doing this morning. I got to get the word out, Germoso says boomer sooner. Rummage for just referencing the conversation you were having the other day about it. Yeah. Source Camp, do you charge a flat rate for first class or is everything one rate? Every item is $8.99 shipping. That's first class, priority, everything. People do have a problem with it sometimes. They're just like, hey man, the shipping's too high, you know? And mind you, these are the people that are sending like a $5 offer on a $20 shirt. And they're like, yeah, I'm sending this because the shipping's so high. And I'm just like, okay, this go to another eBay stores. What I do say that sometimes, but usually I just say, you know, I accept offers, like send a lower offer. But yeah, sometimes it's too low because at $5 plus $9, that's $14. You know, if you spend $1 on the shirt, that's good. But I typically spend a little more than $1. So, but yeah, it makes it easy for just I don't know, making the listings, calculating it. Everything's the same price. This is just Under Armour golf shorts. These are white, and of course they had stains on it because I don't know why I bought white pants, but they still sold. It was $8 plus $8.99, so they're at $17 for some white pants with stains on them. Yeah, not great, but hey, you know, sometimes it's better just to sell it. It's not like I could return this to the thrift store, and I think I was at $3.50 at these shorts or these pants, not shorts, but pants. $6.44 on the label. Rummage, thank you. The video looks good. Audio's good. Okay. Damon says, I keep hearing a lot of people talking about slow eBay sales, but mine have exploded all week and haven't been posting like I normally do. Yeah, it's very difficult to calculate. I mean, it shows the impressions, but like I can't even really look at that because mine are way up because so many people from YouTube like look at the store, which is fine. I don't really care because honestly, it hasn't really slowed my sales down. And I just noticed that as long as I list every day and they're like the same type of items, the margins are good, I'm accepting offers, the sales are pretty consistent. I've actually hit like, I think it's like over 600 for the last 8 days in a row, which is a record for me. Typically it's like anywhere from 300 to 500 last year, but now it's like, it's getting a little bit higher thanks to the help of Randy doing the photos. So I'm just, I'm really happy that things are moving the way they are. Let's see. Did I miss one? Or did I grab the wrong one, Randy? I think I grabbed the wrong one. 161 here. 161. Yeah, I grabbed the wrong one. I get like the numbers backwards. It was 16016 and I picked 16116. Yeah. Like always. Okay, so I'm gonna have to set this to the side. Put that back in storage. The next one was a multi-quantity order. And look, Baby Yoda, which is actually a Grogu, I think is what they call him, but I call him Baby Yoda because I think it sounds better. Oh yeah, this multi-quantity order, they got 5 shirts for $125.16. They got the Star Wars shirt, they got the Vineyard Vine swim trunks, Carbon to Cobalt, Wrangler George Strait, and then another Carbon to Cobalt like linen blend. So really good on the combined orders. And I got some heat for doing a box in the bag method because you're supposed to take the measurements of the bag, which those bags are 14 by 19. And I think I put like less than that and they still said you can't do that. It's form fitting or whatever. Like, I don't know, man. I've been using Pirate Ship for a pretty long time and I've never had that issue. I know some people are talking about like saran wrapping a box and saying that it's the poly bag box in the bag method, but I don't know, man. These seem to be fine for me. I wish I could fit it in like a legal flat rate. And if we get to 20 likes, we're at 46 people, 18 likes. If we get to 20 likes, I'll try to fit it in a legal flat rate before doing the box or the poly bag one. I'll give it a few seconds. We can set it aside if you guys want to like think about the challenge of like fitting this in a legal flat rate. But I honestly, we're at 20. I think we got a good shot. So let's just give it a go. All right. I usually don't do that. I don't do deals like that with the likes because now I feel pressure. Like I almost might be sweating a little bit. Okay. So what we do is we go with the 3. These are all bagged together. And honestly, I could take the poly bags out of 2 of them and leave them all 3 in one, but I do think this is better. So we got one here, right? And I think we're going to make it, man. We'll do it like this so you guys can see. Now, the thing about packing these in the legal is you have to have really strong fingers. So you got to have strong hands too. There we go. I can show you back here. It's like I just went like this, tight, 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 and hold the middle, and then pull the top. And you pull the top so that it doesn't rip, right? So now, there we go. Look, thanks for the pressure of the crowd. We fit it all in the legal. So yeah, you can fit big sweaters. I know people fit like blazers and stuff in it. And then I do one piece of tape across the top. There we go. Dang, I almost did put it in like a big poly bag. So there it is. And now with this, I do the corners. So see how these are like sharp and pointy? I do the corners folded in on the short end like this. And then I put one piece of tape there because I don't want it getting ripped off whenever they're like throwing it around and like putting it through whatever machines and stuff that the post office uses. But yeah, you don't really want this one sticking out. You want to fold it up a little bit. Okay, where are we at? Jerry, what's up, man? Gary. Is it Jerry? Man, I feel like I get your name wrong, man. You're like one of my loyal followers, but Jerry. It's Jerry, right? Yeah, it's Jerry. Jerry K says 14 likes, 38 watching. Yeah, we're up to 48-23 now, so doing pretty well. Damon says hit the like button. Cool. Just hit it. All right. So we're going to go to postage here. And it's going to be illegal. So you got to be careful because it defaults. When you hit carrier package, that little bullet, it defaults to the flat rate envelope, but you want to go to the legal over here. So $7.90. That's tremendous, right? It really is. Donna says, put up a flyer at the student union at Midwestern. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I am going to get on that. I need to make flyers, right? So now that I officially am in there, I have the address that I can put. So I need to make new business cards, I think. I also need to make like a flyer. I was thinking, my mom said like a 4x6 might be good. And she actually mentioned posting it at the school too. So that's a great idea. We have the military base close by. So like they're talking about trying to get to the women's groups and stuff that maybe their husbands or whatever want to get rid of some clothes or make some money, things like that. I'm going to toss this inside. Okay. We got this shirt here. This one is a Ralph Lauren. This is a Pima Soft Cotton XL green blue striped, and it is $11.19 plus $8.99. So I still gotta grab that other one. Let's see. Germozo says, if someone selects priority shipping and it can be shipped first class, do you ship priority shipping? So I used to set it up like that. Like it used to be everything was priority mail in my store, but then I would ship first class. Somebody said I should switch it to standard shipping. So I switched it all to standard shipping. And that gives you the option of 2 to 5 days shipping is what it sees for the buyer. Because I live in Texas, I'm really close to both coasts. So like my fastest like shipping speed, and because I do 1 day shipping, buyers are always happy because my items come so quick. And that's one of my competitive advantages on location. My competitive advantage is shipping, low cost of living here. And then it also is like my office. It's a low, the storefront, right? That's a low monthly rent. Like the lease is really low. So, or not lease, but rent, it's super low. So now I ship everything the cheapest possible, but because I'm getting it there so fast, even if it's first class, it arrives very quick, probably just as fast as priority. So that's that. It kind of stinks if people live on like the far end of the coast or whatever. It really hurts. This is Oakley. This is like the baseline pair of chino shorts. That's the model. And I bought 15 of these. I bought 15 of these. And I put skipped ads. I bought 15, for $7.50 a piece. This sold for $21 plus $8.99. So most of them have been selling between like 18 and like full asking price was $24.99. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, sometimes if there's a lot of items that are exactly the same, new with tags, you can kind of talk to the thrift store and be like, hey, I noticed all these were all size 38, right? like, is there any way I can get a discount if I buy all of them? Most of the time they're going to say no, but you never know till you ask, because sometimes they may say like, yeah, I'll give it all to you for this. This one I did have to pay their price. $7.50 is what the thrift store wanted, which they're not like the newest line of Oakley Chino shorts, but they're like last year's model, I guess. So I felt confident about it. And they've been selling. There's like, I think there's 11 left. So I've sold 4 and I got them like a month ago, I think, or 3 weeks, 3 weeks or a month ago. So that's pretty, they're moving fast. And if I bought them in the winter, you know, you can expect them to move so much slower, but it's a good time for it. Treasure May says, hello, do you promote? I never promote. Never have promoted a listing on eBay. Just never really got into it. This is Ariat Tech Polos. I honestly hate that this one sold for so little. It's $8 plus $8.99. I don't know if there's a flaw in it or not. I don't even think there was. It was a medium, which means it could have fit me. And 2, an Ariat Tech shirt in my store, I think I can get $15 for without having to ship it and do all this. So that's an item that maybe if I see it, I'll start pulling it and putting it in my store. I'm going to sell short sleeve button-ups, long sleeve button-ups, and polos. Those are my main categories. But I'll be buying any type of men's clothes that I can sell on eBay. And I'll be paying like, you know, a couple bucks for it. Unless they bring in some like nice stuff, then I'll give them more money if it's really nice. Mom Fabulous Fine says, what do you charge for shipping on the second and third item? So I have this blurb on my phone. If I press CS, it's combined shipping. And it pretty much reads out, people say, do you have combined shipping? It says, I have a reduced shipping discount. And I think that's a very good keyword to have, reduced shipping discount. The first item is $8.99. Any additional item is $2.99 after that. And people always see it as like a nice deal because they expected to pay $8.99, $8.99, $8.99. Then you're like, hey, you're only paying 3 after, but you saw how I fit 5 into 1 legal. So that's $7.90 for that label. That gentleman at 5 items was, let's say 9 plus 12. So he was at like $22, $21 shipping for that package, but I only paid $7.90. So it's kind of a way to pad the sale, but at the same time, I accept lower offers all the time. So if that guy would have said, hey man, can you just do it for $10 shipping? I would have been like, yeah, sure. And I just take off that extra $11 or whatever. This is 32 Bars Blues. This is a sweatshirt. I've actually never found a sweatshirt in this brand. They sell a lot of like linen shirts, a lot of button-ups, pretty expensive stuff. Went for $30 plus $8.99, so not bad on the sweater. And it's summer, right? This one's a little tougher because it's fat, but it's all just like real thick. So I think it'll still fit though. Yeah, it's just barely gonna fit. Come on. Dang it. Come on. There we go. So I got half of it on. Now I got to get the other adhesive to stick. There we go. So yeah, this one's tighter than the 5 actually. There we go. And then the corners like before. We're going to fold the corners down. Make sure it don't poke any postage worker in the arm. Okay, we got this here. Let's see. Gem Drop says, so actually the flat rate bag is getting smaller over time. I think the envelopes actually hold more. Oh, you're talking about the padded flat rate? I stopped using the padded envelope, the bubble mailer or whatever. I stopped using that long ago because it's like $1 more, I think. So no point in paying extra. I've never had anybody say like, why was it packed in this? Like they all just happy to get it. Now, sometimes this will tear up. Like if it's really beat up in transit or it gets wet somehow. I have seen people be like, I've had like 1 or 2 photos where they're like, dude, this came completely like marred up. And I'm just like, well, it was fine when it left my house. You know, I don't know what to tell you. And you know, they're usually just like, I'm just letting you know, you know. It's not like they're hateful about it. Let's see. Go back. Abercrombie and Fitch. 145.87. Where are we at here? 145.87. What? Did I not grab this one? Randy. I didn't. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe it's this one. No, that's the 161. Dang, I just like didn't. Oh, you know what? This sale came in later. That always happens. Sales come in as I do the live, and then I see it in the list, and then I try to grab it, and it's not. It wasn't there when we grabbed it, and that's a good problem to have. Sales are coming in at your list. So these are the Wrangler cargo shorts. It's the ones that have that like black D-ring in the front, kind of. And they're the elastic waist ones. So these sell pretty well, even if they have stains on it. This one went for $6.99 plus $8.99 shipping. And usually I get it on like the dollar tag stuff because people don't appreciate Wrangler, at least not in my town. I think it's because there's too much of it. And that's why like I sell a lot of Wrangler Pearl Snaps, is because most people buy it or, you know, from Walmart or whatever. And I'm still selling it for like almost what Walmart sells for new. It's crazy. It's absolutely bizarre. Jerry says, yeah, 24 likes, 49. Yeah, we're at 59 and 26. So yeah, we're doing good, man. A lot of people enjoying it. I'm glad you guys are coming on, because honestly, like whenever I go think about what to watch on YouTube, like I want to watch live stuff, right? I want to hear people talk about eBay and talk about sales and brands and strategies. And people aren't really doing it during the day. You know, I know Daily Refinements has his Wednesday call, right? And I mean, that's a little different than this, but people, you know, like the Nurse Flipper goes live Tuesday night. I mean, other people go live, but at the same time, I want to watch it, and I'm not going to rewatch my own live. I'm not that vain, or Zane, however you want to go about it. I'm not that vain that I'm going to rewatch my own live, but I figure other people are thinking the same thing as me. Like, dude, why is there nothing on that I can watch? Like, I don't want to watch another Thrift With Me video with the music and the edit, because those things you want to focus on, right? Like, you want to see the feel of like going through the store. Here you can just take your photos, list your items, not even look at my face unless you just really want to. And yeah, you get the same like the same enjoyment. That's how I think. You know, you can ask your questions. It's crazy. Whenever I got like a lot of followers because of those tutorial videos, I got question after question after question on Instagram. And now I don't really get that many questions. I usually just get people talking about their finds and stuff, which is cool. Some people ask for advice, but I guess people are figuring it out. Maybe the videos are helping. Maybe they're just like, dude, you're pretty much saying all that needs to happen. It's not like reselling is hard, right? I mean, there's a lot of stuff you need to learn, but once it takes like 3 to 6 months to really learn a lot of it, and then you're pretty good. There's really not much else to learn other than acquiring inventory, finding ways to go a little faster, but there's like limits on all this. You know, you can only do so much yourself, you know, until you need to hire help or find ways to get more inventory without having to source manually, like in the stores. This is an Under Armour polo. It's black. It sold for $11.69 plus shipping. Just a plain black. It's an XL. I typically try to stay with the bigger sizes on solid color polos if it's the athletic stuff, just because the smaller sizes just sit a lot longer, a whole lot longer. Viaglow says that is so dope that you're about to have a BST. Yeah, that buy sell trade. And well, what's more dope about it is there's zero in my town. Like there's no Plato's, there's no Uptown Cheapskates. There's like 8 to like 9 women's consignment stores, and I think a couple of those will buy out close. But there's nothing for men's. There's one baby store. It's actually like it's great. They make a ton of money. They just buy sell trade for baby stuff, and we buy a bunch of our kids' stuff there. It's a great store. So like I'm gonna fill the hole. Jerry and sorry, Jerry. Yeah. I always get Jerry's name wrong, man. My bad. Anyway, yeah, it's cool because there's definitely a hole in this market for it, and I'm gonna fill that need, I think. Here's a Nike golf. I say gripe. It's a striped. It's a blue-gray striped polo. This one was pretty cheap, $6.29 plus shipping. So like, $15 on the Nike. I've been getting away from some of that stuff. It's just not. You got to get the bigger sizes. You got to get like a little more current stuff. Sells better. You can usually tell that just based on like how many you're used to seeing. If you see one that's like a little shinier, a little newer, it's probably a better like newer model that hadn't been washed 100 times. So you just start kind of figuring out like, oh, this is an older tag, not vintage, but just older. So let's see. Mom's Fabulous Find says overhead. Yeah, not a lot of overhead in my my spot. It's $300 a month is the lease rent for that place. I did buy racks. I got the Uline racks, and I got them for $10 at the thrift store. I just have to hit it with some steel wool and WD-40, make them look shiny again. Donna says, look into buying Air Force BDUs. The shoulder have to buy an extra. They may want to pass what is issued to them at boot camp. They should sell pretty fast for you. So if they're getting the ACUs is that it's not digital multicam, but it's that tan looking camouflage. You're not supposed to sell current military uniforms. That's really not good. And if you do overseas shipping, you really don't want to sell like a current military uniform. You can get in some trouble for that. But like the vintage BDUs, like the green, black, and brown one, those are the ones that sell well. I typically don't sell a lot of the other stuff, and I don't want to do too much of the military like current stuff. I mean, you can list it as a collectible and get away with selling it, but yeah, I get it. And then they get the basic Bellevues is what they call it. That's like the green military boots, and those are just like, they're okay boots, but they're super heavy and big, and a lot of those get donated to Salvation Army. Gem Drop says, do you ever have an issue where someone complains you're using flat rate compared to how much? Absolutely. I get it all the time. They're just like, oh, this shipping's too high. I'm like, dude, just go somewhere else. You don't have to buy from my store. It's like the reason they're on my store is because the total price is cheaper than any other store. And it's like a good photo, you know, like the listing looks solid. Here is the really good Ralph Lauren. This is on my Instagram. This is a Ralph Lauren Christmas sweater. It's vintage, hand knit. It went for $70 plus $8.99, and I had it for $89.99. And if I waited till Christmas, I probably could have got that, but $70 on a sweater, you know, I paid like $5 or $6 for this. Like, yeah, dude, I'm absolutely taking that. No doubt about it. It's going to New York, New York. Now, let me know in the chat, do you guys ever get a little voyeuristic when you see like a New York or Los Angeles address and like go to Zillow to see how much their rent is or how much their house is? Because I definitely have. I used to do it more than I used to do it because I was afraid when someone would buy like $100 item, I'd be like, do they even have the money to buy this, or are they going to scam me, like try to get a return or something? But yeah, no, there's some people with some money out in the country for sure. There's some heavy hitters out there. I saw, you know, that Faherty brand. It looks like Faherty. I know I've said that a couple times. I sold to the actual like CEO of that company. It's two brothers. It's Mike Faherty. And I saw it because the last name said Faherty. And I was like, dude, you're buying a Faherty shirt and your last name's Faherty? And I'm like, that's kind of a rare name. I wonder if it's your company. And it was. And I looked up his place. He pays like, I think it was $20,000 a month for like his place. He lives on the 9th floor of like one of those like crazy buildings in New York. So, or at least maybe that's his office. I don't know. That's where it went. That might've been his office. Why would it be his home address? I don't know. Maybe he lives in his office. I mean, that's a big spread. So pretty cool though. New York, New York. 12:02. So we've been on for 43 minutes. We're making good time. I'm actually like trying to get through these without. Sometimes I go on for so long and I'm like, dude, I still need to eat lunch. Like I got to get through this. So we're cruising along, man. Cruising along right now. Fabulous Find says 40 cents more. Are you talking about overhead flat rate? No. It's not 40 cents more. I don't know if we were talking about the shipping stacked, the combined shipping deal that I have. Not sure. I forgot. No One Designs. What's up? How's it going? Pack Rip Hub. Hey, Sean. I was just watching one of your videos and saw you were live. Cool, man. Glad you came on over. Much better to get the real thing, right? Much better to get the real thing because you influenced this video for the rest of time because of your comment. Like, they're going to be like, oh yeah, this is the part where he said hi to the Pack Rip Hub. Very cool, man. So this is a Abercrombie & Fitch Henley. I go pretty heavy on Henleys. This one though went for $818 plus $899. So you can't expect a lot of money out of Henleys, but I think Joe Rogan brought the Henley back. That might be a hot take, but that dude wears a lot of Henleys, and there was a time where it seemed like Henleys were just selling. So I don't mind Henleys. I don't own a lot of them, but yeah, I mean, I can get down with a Henley every now and then. It's just not cold enough here, man. Like, it's only cold for a few months, and then it gets hot again. So I wear a lot of t-shirts. It's really low maintenance too. Jennifer Frederick says, how has the Amazon influencer program been going for you? I just got accepted and started making product videos. I wonder if you commented on Bo Johnson's video. I'm not doing as good as Bo Johnson. That dude's making like $80 a day on the videos. There's a YouTuber, Bryson and Julian. He's like, I think he's got a full-time job. He's making 10 grand a month doing videos, but he's kind of like video spamming. So what they do is they'll buy like a furniture set for $1,000 from Amazon. They'll do an unboxing, a build, a review video with him and his wife. So he has 4 videos clogging up all the videos. And then every time someone watches that and buys $1,000, he's getting like 20 to 40 bucks, whatever the percentage is for that video. I can tell you, I made $8 today on my Amazon videos. So if you guys don't know, Amazon influencer program is on the rise. You have to have a social media following to get accepted. People are using TikTok because it's the easiest one to get like a couple hundred followers or whatever you need. And then you pretty much just make product videos about stuff around your house that sells on Amazon. And then you get a percentage every time it sells. Similar to the affiliate links. However, if you go to certain products, you'll start seeing more and more videos of people reviewing it. So it's crazy. It's crazy money too. It's honestly like, I didn't even want to tell a lot of people about it, but there's so many products out there. Like, it's going to be like YouTube pretty much on Amazon. And like YouTube, yeah, it's harder to get monetized because there's a lot more people talking about it, but it's like anything else. Like the better you are at it and the more consistent you are and the harder you work, there's definitely enough room to make money on this stuff. However, you can get your videos knocked off. So like I had a really good video and it was making me like, $2, $6, $10. And then some other people made videos and it knocked mine off. So, oh shoot. Almost dropped that. Man, my computer like just slowed down. I'm gonna have to back. Oh, here we go. So this is actually another Abercrombie Henley. It's going to a different person. It went for the same exact price. That's pretty cool. It's kind of weird, right? Two of the same brand. But yeah, Jennifer. So yeah, that's cool. You got accepted and started making product videos. Yeah. Is it Jennifer Frederick? Is that what it is on your page? Maybe I'll give you a follow or just like see what you're doing and try to copy what you're doing. I don't know. I just kind of talk like I normally do and then do a little thumbnail. And some videos don't rank. Like some of them have 0 views. So it's really disheartening sometimes. No One Design says reselling is easy. The hard part is to be disciplined and not procrastinate. Yep. General admissions. I'm shipping right now too, Laugh Loud. I appreciate the lives. Cool, man. I'm glad I could provide that for some people because yeah, shipping is one of the more brain dead type of task, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. People need their clothes. I wish I had like people say like, oh, thanks for the shirt, Taylor Exchange, like stuff like that. Cause I never get to see them on people. It's just like, from the rack to the photo station where Randy's at, and then to my storage and then to their house, I guess, or to the post office. So here's a Duluth trading code. This Duluth's a good brand, right? I don't pick up everything Duluth, but this is a long sleeve Henley, relax fit, red, sold for $11.69 plus $8.99. So like right at that $20 mark is where we live and die on this store. But I mean, look how many I've sold, right? So like you can make some money doing it that way, but you have to work harder. It's much easier if I had one sale for $900. Like that would have been cooler, but I didn't. It's hard to find that item. AG Verity. How many items a week do you try to source now that you have an employee? I try to source as many as I can, really. But I'm listing like 35 to 40 a day. So whatever that is times 7, I have to have. Yesterday when I went sourcing, I think I ended with like 180 something items. And that's a long day, and that's not the greatest amount of items, but all those items will sell on eBay. So it's I still feel pretty good about it. It stinks when you start sourcing more because you feel the pressure to get listings up, and then it's a bunch of garbage stuff that doesn't make enough money or doesn't sell at all. Then you start losing space in your warehouse. These are all things that start compounding when you're not, like when you're just not focused and you're trying to just push numbers out. Like it's not about the listings and all that stuff. Like it's about the items and the sell-through rate and the margins, all that stuff. Like this is just a plain, well, not a plain, it's a plaid Ralph Lauren. It only sold for like 19 bucks shipped, but you're only paying like $3.50, $4. So you're making just a little bit of money a lot of times. Yeah, no, that's why I'm starting the buy sell trade store, so I can get more items without having to go to Dallas. And yeah, they're going to be lower end items. And honestly, I can afford the storage, and like I'm okay waiting on some of that stuff if I get it for like a couple bucks, right? That's fine. Because the time I'm saving, I can do more like YouTube or do more Amazon videos. This is Susan Graver. So Susan Graver, this is a women's top. I think it's a blouse. No, I put long sleeve button shirt. I don't know what type of shirt it was, honestly. Women's clothes are kind of tough. I paid $1 at a garage sale for this, though. I do remember that because women's is way outside of my comfort zone, but I'm trying to slowly learn. It's a bigger size. It's an XL. And it had like a cool print on it. So it sold for $8.99 plus $8.99. So pretty good. I know I can do women's. There's a lot to learn. It's a little harder to list. It'd be harder to train because I need to know how to do it to train it properly. So how many impressions do you get a day, Gustavo? I honestly don't even look, man. Because it's like double what it was, but most of it's because of YouTube. Like a lot of impressions are not authentic impressions, and it skews my numbers a lot. It makes my conversion rate go down, and it probably shows eBay that like a lot of people are going to my store and just window shopping. And a lot of YouTubers kind of mention that stuff. I'm not gonna blame you guys for it, but it's definitely y'all's fault. So sorry. It's just how it is. But yeah, I don't worry about that. I worry about hitting my listings, making sure they're good items that I've sold before or that I know have strong sell-through rates, making sure I don't run out of money, like making sure I continue to make money and can pay my credit cards and make sure the business is running smoothly. So those are the most important things for me, and making sure the shipping's out on time. So sorry, I don't have a better answer. Yep. Flippin' Junior says that's a good price. I pay that on 2 storages. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, it's like it's first floor. It's got like a side door access where the main doors lock at 5. It's only an 8 to 5 is that building. And then you have to like get allowed in through the elevator. There's like a couple rules after hours and stuff. So this one is it's prime time location. Like it's a good spot. I feel really confident about it. And even if it's not, like maybe I don't get a lot of sales out of it. Like I'm not really trying to sell a lot out of it, but it would be cool to have my inventory in the same building, say on like the 5th floor or the 7th floor. And then if somebody comes to my shop, they can scan a QR code, shop my eBay store. I'll end those listings, bring them down from the warehouse, have them buy it in person. And that would actually be great because then you're turning like 150 shirts on a rack to like 4,700 items. But then I'd have to pay for that spot as well. So there's a couple possibilities. Right now, I'm just testing the market on the buy sell trade. I think it's going to work. I think I'm going to end up having more inventory than I know what to do with, but that's not a bad problem if you can afford to store it and stuff. So we'll figure it out. I'm gonna make videos about it. You guys can see and then try it out yourself if you want, or just learn from my mistakes because I'm learning as I go. I've never done buy sell trade. I've never ran a store. I've only worked a couple retail jobs ever, and yeah, so we'll see. Bass and Coffee says, "Yeah, buddy." Yeah, or is it ye? Some people say ye, like the kiddos. I don't say it. Jermaine says, how do you deal with scammers? I know I sent the right item, but they sent me a picture of a pair of jeans I've never seen. I'm small, and I know I sent the right item. Sometimes I just like, uh, I don't know. So like, there's a couple ways you can go about it. One way is be very short with them, right? Like, don't call them a scammer, but just be like, that doesn't look like the same item. Like, or you're saying, so they sent the photo saying like, oh, this item's damaged, but it's a different shirt, or hey, you sent the wrong shirt. Yeah, I would just say, see, that's a tough one because you can go to eBay, right? But eBay doesn't know what they got and stuff. So you kind of got to just not give them a refund. Don't give them a refund unless they return the item to you and you have it in hand, and then decide, because I know eBay will not make you, it depends on like the return that they select. I'm kind of going around it because there's a lot of caveats with it, but the best piece of advice would be to call eBay before you start sending messages, just because if you send the wrong messages, that's logged and eBay goes off of that log. But you do need to respond like once to them, right? So say like, I'm not sure what pair of jeans is in that picture. The ones I sent you look like the ones in the listing, then see what they say. If they say, no, I need a refund, these are the wrong ones, say, I would feel free to return the item for a full refund. That's all you can really say. And hopefully they send back the right item. If they don't, honestly, they're probably trying to get you to send a partial refund and then not send the item back. That's probably what they're trying to do. So don't fall for that. And you can always just like, just yell outside the car window on the highway because scammers suck. But once you get bigger, you won't deal with them anymore. So Anthony says, it's funny, I never thought of looking up a seller's address before. Yeah, well, some people sell to celebrities and stuff, like some of the vintage guys. It's just kind of unique. It's just kind of like, you probably really shouldn't do that, but, whatever. It's kind of fun. Let's see. Oh, padded flat rate is 40 cents more than a legal flat rate. I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, I mean, 40 cents is 40 cents, right? I mean, I think I had 36 items, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think the padded flat rate is like the bee's knees of all shipping. Like, I guess it's easier or like feels better, but like these envelopes, the cardboard, they do fine for me. I don't know. I feel like people just always go for the padded. I don't understand why. I mean, even if you had a fragile item, right, and you go for the padded, like I wouldn't feel confident that that's going to protect it. Maybe if you have like a video game and you put it in a padded, but then why would you ship that priority? You just ship it first class. So I don't know. I think it's like post office is like a business. They're trying to make money too, right? That's why when people go there that have no idea how to ship items, they get taken advantage of a lot because they're trying to sell you the stamps. You buy the tape, the roll of tape that's like a dollar store roll. You buy it for $3. Like they're all just trying to make a little bit of money on you. This is a Tommy Bahama short sleeve blue floral silk shirt. Went for $14.39. It was just blue all over. You always want like the more loud flower stuff, colorful stuff. 10 ounces though, not too bad. You see how many first class ones I do? You can fit so much more in your store. It's cheaper to ship. Let's see. Yeah, I used to do a lot of jeans, man. I got away from jeans. Travis Overstreet, hey, finally catching alive again. How have you been? But man, I'm doing good. Things are rocking and rolling here. I got the buy sell trade store opening downtown in the Big Blue building. If you guys are ever in Wichita Falls, come see me. But the hours are going to be way inconsistent. Some days I'm going to be there. Some days I won't. I'm going to have a sign on the store, call for appointments, things like that. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, ideally I could hire Randy full time and pay her to work, like, I don't know, 12 to 8 or like Tuesday through Saturday, something like that. I don't know exactly how I want to do it, but something like that in the future would be cool. But yeah, right now we're just trying to like make sales as usual. This is a vintage Ralph Lauren. This is a disgusting yellow color. It's like that mustard color. It didn't sell for that much money. 8 plus 8.99, so 17 bucks. But it's okay. Somebody will get a cool polo. Maybe he'll come back and shop. 12 ounces. Not bad. I'm ready to eat lunch, man. I'm gonna get me I'm gonna try to eat salads for lunch. Whenever I was eating salads, there was like a 3-month period where I was swimming like a mile every couple days. I was working out. I was eating salads. I felt light, like I could touch the rim of a basketball goal. You know, now that will break my leg trying to do it. Like, there's no way. So I'm trying to like just trim up a little bit. We're gonna go to like some pools with my son. He's gonna want to be in the water and stuff, and I want to look like okay. I'm not gonna like shred, but I want to look like a decent human being, not like a guy who's just like, I don't know. I mean, fitness, right? I mean, no, I don't know. It's a hard thing, man, because I fluctuate. Like, I've been in great shape before. I've been in, you know, heavier shape than this, but you just got to kind of keep it balanced. So I'm going to eat some salads. That's what I'm thinking of getting today. Let's see. So we got a Nike golf polo. This one might have been damaged. I don't know. It went for $6 plus $8.99, so right at that $15 mark. We'll see if I can sell golf polos in my store for like 12, 14 bucks would be cool. I just don't know what the price point is for my town. People may expect to spend like $3, and I'm like, this isn't that type of store, you know? Anthony Rivers, loving your content. Thank you. I appreciate it. You are my go-to clothing reseller to watch. Still jealous of the Scotty Peter Millar find. Such a cool find. They are cool. I think I got one left that hadn't sold, but I have it at like $100. So the other ones I just got, Randy already took photos of them, but they are the FootJoy that came from a pro golfer's kit. They have like the embroidery, the FJ on the collar. Remember I sold 60 of them to one other eBay buyer. He's like a main golfer, and I'm not going to cheap sell him. I didn't cheap sell him. I mean, he spent, I think it was $2,300 on 60 of those polos. So I found 15 more of them. So I'm going to price mine at like, I'll probably look at his store and see what he sold the ones that I sold him to for. Because if he's buying them for 35, he's probably selling them for 60 to 70 to 80, maybe even 90 bucks. So I'm definitely going to do some research on that. But I was happy to get that boost of money. I mean, I only paid, I think, $250 a piece on those shirts, all 60 of those, and I got 75 of them. And now I found another 15. So when you're in like a heavy golf area like Dallas, like you can come across some crazy stuff. Cause, there's a brand called PXB. I think it's a golf brand, or PXG or PXB. I saw it yesterday. The thrift store had it priced at $50, but they were selling on eBay for like 85. So had they been like $20, I would have bought them, you know? So we'll see if, I bet you they'll go on discount though. Cause what happens a lot is, the standard shopper's not spending $50. Like, and somebody who has 50 to spend on a polo, they're not buying a used polo at a thrift store. They don't even walk in thrift stores cause they're disgusting. They're disgusting. Anyway, I'm going to wait till it goes on discount and then I'm going to buy them. So, but it'll probably go to like half off. So 25, that's still pretty high for an $85 sale. Cause some of them only sold for like 60. So I don't know. It's still money though. This is Crag Hopper. Crag Hopper is the Bear Grylls brand. He's the guy that like would grab some salmon, trout, or whatever out of the river and just bite into the stomach. Do you remember that clip that he did? This dude's gnarly. I think he had a couple trail, like, what do they call it? Granola bars in his pack. I don't think he was just eating the bugs and different things he was catching. I think he cheated. I think he did. I don't know. Maybe it's a hot take, but I'll tell you what. He has a clothing brand, right? This is it's a long sleeve button shirt. It's beige. It had stains on it. It's still sold for $11.69 plus shipping. So $20 for a stained shirt. His shorts and his cargo like zip off convertible pants, they sell for pretty good money. But yeah, Crag Hopper is what it's called. Pretty good. And yeah, if you go to the Slack section, you can find some of these hiking pants because the thrift store employees aren't going to like identify it unless it's like, sometimes they price North Face up, but Crag Hopper, they're not going to know. No way, Jose. Okay. The last item. An hour and 4 minutes. We really cruised through this, though. I feel like I answered a lot of questions, too. This is a Oakley. This is not the Oakley one that I bought in the lot, but just a pair of beige. Dang, I put beige. It's actually like, It's actually gray, but I put beige. So if I get a return because I put beige and it's actually gray and he says, hey, these are gray, not beige, I have to just give him the full refund whenever he sends it back. If he says it doesn't fit, I don't give him the shipping back. And that's part of the reason why I charge $9 for shipping, because you don't have to refund the shipping if the fit's wrong. I know it's not great. It's not like an honorable thing to do, but you know, what do you want to just use my closet to try on all these different sizes? So, but usually people are fine with it. Every once in a while, people say, why didn't I get the full shipping back? Depending on their like anger level, I'll give them the shipping back, or I'll just explain to them like, you do not receive a refund for shipping on fit issues or something like that. And then, you know, you can go ahead and block them because maybe they're going to come back with a vengeance and try to like mess up your store. But I really don't run into that very often. I think people pretty much understand how it works, but that is why the shipping is high. It's a strategy. It's absolutely a strategy. All right. That's $955 in sales. Let's finish up the chat here. Get your last questions in. Jennifer says, hey, I asked earlier, but I was shipping and didn't hear if you answered. How has the Amazon influencer program been going for you? I definitely answered and talked about that for a minute. You know, some days I make $25, not 25. I make like 25 cents. And then other days I make like $2. Some days I make like $5. I mean, I don't have that many videos up, but I'm starting to divert attention to it. It's just hard. I mean, I'm running the eBay business, the YouTube channel, the store, buy, sell, trade. I got a lot of things, a lot of irons in the fire, but I'm gonna work more on it. Eric says you could just do the inverse and have a QR code of the items when it sells, and it'll notify you somehow in an email and a reminder to delist the item. You're saying have the QR code. Okay, so the whole thing about it is if someone comes to the store, right, and then they do shop the eBay store and then I want to give them a deal with, you know, no shipping or whatever. If they buy it or say I delist it, I can't get them the item because the inventory is not on site at the buy sell trade store. It's still at my house. So the problem is not having the inventory near the store because I don't want to wait the next day and then try to track them down and stuff. It just seems like too much of a headache. But I'll figure something out. But that's QR codes is a good idea. Jen Ambitions, you can do bulk deals with your followers. I have too much inventory. Yeah, it's just shipping and stuff. And honestly, I don't know how well you guys are sourcing out there, and some stuff just isn't good. But that's a decent idea. I just don't know if it logistically makes enough sense. I wouldn't want to just rip somebody off just because they want to get rid of their clothes, and then I don't want to like get a bunch of clothes that can't sell. So it's a tough one. Christy Smith says, sometimes buyers also get confused on what they bought and from who. Yeah, I do get that occasionally. No One Design says, do you call the people who you work with for you employees or some other nicknames? I call mine crackheads instead of employees, and I got a bunch of crybabies wah-wahing about it because no sense of humor. Yeah, you might want to be careful about calling them crackheads. I mean, you could get in trouble. You know, there are some rules you have to follow as an employee. But no, I mean, Randy's Randy, and she's doing really good. So I will see you guys Friday. I'm going to put the video out. It's going to be targeted towards like day oneers, like how to start selling on eBay. I'm not going to do too deep of a dive on the video. It's going to be more of a generic video. I will throw clips in of me sourcing through the rack because somebody said they wanted to see me like go through the rack. It's not very entertaining, but I will try to make the entire video entertaining, but there will be a dull clip of me going through the racks, but maybe I'll voice over it. Who knows? We'll figure something out. I appreciate the 56 of you guys, 36 thumbs up. Thank you for joining in the live stream. I'll see you next time. Bye.